How to overcome camera fear and speak beautifully without anxiety. Introduction. In an era dominated by video calls, social media live streams, virtual presentations, and content creation, the ability to speak confidently on camera has become an essential skill. Yet, for many, the mere thought of facing a lens triggers a wave of anxiety, racing heart, sweaty palms, and a mind that suddenly goes blank. This phenomenon, often referred to as camera fear or a variant of glossophobia, the fear of public speaking, affects millions worldwide. According to surveys, public speaking ranks as one of the top fears, even surpassing death for some individuals. In the digital age, this fear extends to virtual platforms like Zoom, where Zoom performance anxiety, or ZPA, has emerged as a common issue, particularly since the rise of remote work and online interactions. Camera fear isn't just about shyness. It's rooted in self-consciousness, fear of judgment, and the unnatural feeling of speaking to an inanimate object rather than a live audience. The good news is that it can be overcome. This essay explores practical, evidence-based strategies to conquer camera anxiety, allowing you to speak not just confidently, but beautifully, with poise, clarity, and engagement that captivates your audience. By focusing on mindset shifts, preparation, physical techniques, practice, real-time management, and advanced speaking skills, you'll learn to transform dread into delight. Whether you're a professional preparing for a virtual meeting, a content creator building an online presence, or simply someone who wants to communicate effectively on video, these steps will guide you toward anxiety-free eloquence. The journey begins with understanding the root of the problem, then building a toolkit of techniques. Persistence is key. Like any skill, on-camera speaking improves with deliberate effort. By the end of this essay, you'll have a comprehensive roadmap to speak beautifully without the shackles of anxiety. Understanding camera fear, the psychological foundations. To overcome camera fear, it's crucial to first demystify it. Camera anxiety is a form of performance anxiety, similar to stage fright, but amplified by the virtual medium. Unlike in-person interactions, where you receive immediate feedback through nods or smiles, speaking to a camera feels isolating, like shouting into a void. This lack of reciprocity heightens self-awareness, leading to overthinking. Do I look awkward? Is my voice shaky? What if I mess up? Psychologically, this fear stems from the amygdala, the brain's alarm center, which triggers the fight or flight response. Evolutionary, this made sense for survival threats, but in modern contexts, it misfires during non-dangerous activities like video recording. Factors exacerbating camera fear include perfectionism, past negative experiences, e.g., a poorly received presentation, and introversion. For introverted or highly sensitive individuals, the energy drain from on-camera performance can feel overwhelming. Statistics highlight its prevalence. A study found that up to 77% of people experience some form of public speaking anxiety, and virtual settings don't alleviate this. In fact, they can worsen it due to technical glitches or the spotlight effect, where individuals overestimate how much others notice their flaws. Recognizing that this fear is common and not a personal failing is the first step. It's not about eliminating anxiety entirely. That's unrealistic, but managing it to a level where it doesn't hinder performance. By reframing camera fear as a skill gap rather than an innate flaw, you empower yourself. Think of it like learning to drive. Initial terror gives way to confidence through exposure and practice. This mindset lays the groundwork for the techniques ahead. Mindset shifts, rewiring your inner dialogue. Overcoming camera fear starts in the mind. A negative mindset amplifies anxiety, while a positive one diminishes it. One powerful shift is to aim to serve your audience rather than seeking perfection. Instead of fixating on how you appear, focus on the value you're providing, whether it's sharing knowledge in a presentation or entertaining in a video. This outward focus reduces self-consciousness. Positive self-talk is another cornerstone. Replace thoughts like, "I'll sound stupid," with affirmations such as, "I have valuable insights to share," or "It's okay to be imperfect." Visualization exercises can reinforce this. Spend 5 to 10 minutes daily imagining a successful on-camera session, feeling the calm and hearing applause, even if virtual. Research shows visualization activates the same neural pathways as actual performance, building confidence. For introverts, finding your sweet spot, like recording alone in a comfortable space, can ease apprehension. Embrace authenticity. Audiences connect with real people, not polished robots. Remember, even seasoned speakers like TEDx presenters experience nerves. The difference is they channel it into energy. Challenge this spotlight effect by reminding yourself that viewers are often distracted or forgiving. A mindset of growth, viewing each video as a learning opportunity, turns failures into feedback. Over time, these shifts rewire your brain, making camera time less daunting and more enjoyable. Preparation techniques. Building a strong foundation. Preparation is the antidote to anxiety. Start by knowing your material inside out, but avoid over-rehearsing, which can lead to robotic delivery. Outline key points rather than scripting every word. This allows natural flow while providing structure. Set up your environment for success. Dress in outfits that make you feel confident, professional yet comfortable, as this boosts self-image. Optimize lighting, background, and audio to minimize technical worries. Test equipment beforehand to prevent glitches that spike anxiety. Organize your content logically. Begin with a hook to grab attention, build with clear points, and end strongly. Know your audience. Tailor language and examples to their interests, fostering connection. For virtual presentations, practice in the actual platform to familiarize yourself with features like screen sharing. Incorporate vocal warm-ups, humming, tongue twisters, or reading aloud to loosen up. Hydrate well to keep your voice smooth. Preparation reduces uncertainty, a major anxiety trigger, allowing you to focus on delivery. Physical techniques, harnessing body and breath. Anxiety manifests physically, so counter it with body-based strategies. Breathing exercises are paramount. Deep diaphragmatic breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, calming the fight-or-flight response. Try the 4-7-8 technique. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8, before and during sessions. Speak on the exhale for steadier delivery. Body language matters. Stand or sit tall to convey confidence, which in turn boosts internal feelings, the power pose effect. Avoid fidgeting. Use purposeful gestures to emphasize points. Eye contact with the lens, not the screen, creates intimacy. Imagine the camera as a friendly conversation partner. For vocal beauty, focus on modulation, vary pitch, pace, and volume to avoid monotony. Pause strategically for emphasis and to gather thoughts. Silence isn't awkward on video, it builds anticipation. Smile genuinely to warm your tone and relax facial muscles. Progressive muscle relaxation, tensing and releasing muscle groups, can dispel pre-camera tension. These techniques ground you in the present, preventing anxiety spirals. Practice methods, gradual exposure for lasting confidence. Practice is where theory meets transformation. Begin with low-stakes exercises. Record short videos on your phone about everyday topics, like your favorite meal. Ramble until you relax. Then review without harsh judgment. Note one strength and one improvement. Gradual exposure desensitizes you to fear. Start solo, then share with trusted friends for feedback. Join online communities or Toastmasters for virtual practice. Simulate real scenarios. For presentations, rehearse with a timer and imagined audience. Record and analyze. Watch playback at 1.5x speed to detach emotionally, focusing on positives first. Apps like Ori or Ummo provide AI feedback on filler words, pace, and clarity. Consistency builds muscle memory. Aim for daily 10-minute sessions. Over weeks, anxiety fades as competence grows. Remember, early discomfort is normal, it's the path to ease. During the performance, real-time anxiety management. When it's go time, have tools to stay composed. If nerves hit, pause, breathe, and recenter. Viewers won't notice brief silences. Engage the audience. Ask rhetorical questions or imagine their reactions to foster connection. Think before speaking. This prevents rambling and builds poise. If a mistake happens, acknowledge it lightly. Let me rephrase that, and move on. Perfection isn't expected. For beautiful speaking, infuse storytelling. Weave anecdotes to make points memorable. Use inclusive language like you to draw viewers in. Maintain energy without forcing it. Authenticity shines. If anxiety surges, ground yourself. Feel your feet on the floor or sip water. These anchors pull you back to the moment. Advanced tips for speaking beautifully. Beyond basics, elevate your speaking to artistry. Articulation. Enunciate clearly, practicing with phrases like red leather, yellow leather. Modulation adds beauty. Rise in pitch for excitement, lower for emphasis. Storytelling captivates. Structure talks with a beginning, hook, middle, conflict/build, and end, resolution. Emotional variance, from humor to sincerity, keeps engagement high. Authenticity is key. Speak as you would to a friend, injecting personality. Avoid jargon unless audience appropriate. For anxiety-free flow, mindfulness meditation builds long-term resilience. Apps like Headspace offer guided sessions for public speaking. Study pros. Watch TED Talks, noting techniques like pauses and gestures. With practice, your unique voice emerges, beautiful in its genuineness. Tools and resources for ongoing support. Leverage technology. Courses like Ali Abdul's Camera Confidence teach specifics. YouTube channels offer free tips. Books such as Speaking Up Without Freaking Out provide in-depth strategies. Join communities. Reddit's r/public speaking shares experiences. Professional coaching accelerates progress. Track progress. Journal sessions, noting anxiety levels pre and post. Celebrate improvements. Conclusion. Overcoming camera fear and speaking beautifully without anxiety is a transformative journey, blending mindset, preparation, and practice. By understanding the fear, shifting perspectives, preparing thoroughly, employing physical techniques, practicing consistently, managing in real time, and refining advanced skills, you reclaim control. The rewards extend beyond video. Enhanced confidence spills into all communications. Remember, every expert was once a beginner facing the same fears. Start small, persist, and soon, the camera will feel like an ally. Embrace the process. Your voice deserves to be heard, beautifully and boldly.